So generally we will use either JUnit framework or TestNG framework in the real time. So framework is an additional part of our automation. So it's a not only with Selenium, this JUnit and TestNG you can use without Selenium also. So generally JUnit is used by developers to write the unit test cases, and we can use even in the Selenium that code is inbuilt. That code is inbuilt. JUnit and TestNG frameworks are inbuilt in Selenium code. So that's what the this unit testing frameworks are very helpful to organize your code, and it gives the reports, it gives the logs. That feature was not there in Selenium, right? These frameworks are giving these extra features for Selenium. Selenium is just a web application tool, functional test tool, but it has some limitations. You can only automate web applications. You cannot automate Windows-based applications. All these criteria is there, right? But apart from that, reporting capability also it doesn't have. That limitation also there in the Selenium. And also you have results also you won't get directly with Selenium. There is no option at all. Inbuilt reporting is not there. Results generation is not there. For that, we are using some frameworks. Those frameworks are, so if you are using a Java programming language, we have two frameworks. One is a JUnit and another one is a TestNG. So first let's understand JUnit framework. What is JUnit? So JUnit is a unit testing framework for writing the unit test cases, and it is even used by automation testers also to write their unit test cases or functional test cases. And now it started with JUnit 3, JUnit 4, now JUnit 5. JUnit 5 is the latest one now. So Jupyter JUnit is the latest one. So this is the latest one we are going to use. So every Eclipse has an inbuilt JUnit 5 or JUnit 4. So you don't need to again install that in the Eclipse. And the annotations, what is meant by annotation? First you need to understand annotation means. So this annotation, any annotation provides a metadata to the classes and methods. Basically, metadata means what data the classes and methods required. That data is provided by these annotations. So, and let's understand what are all the annotations we have in JUnit. So in the JUnit 4, we are calling a @before class. Same is renamed in the @before all. So, and @before in the JUnit 4, the same is renamed at the @before each. So @test is common in both. @after in JUnit 4, @after each in JUnit 5. @after class, @after all. So just renamed, that's it. But functionality, both are same. So I'll tell you what is meant by before all, before each, test, after each, after all. So disabled, this is the ignore, and this is the disabled. Run with, and suit. So these are the some of the annotations. You have very limited annotations you have in JUnit. So what is this before class or before all means? So what is mean by this? Before class and before all means. First, this block of code will execute. Okay, so first this block of code will execute, and then rest of the code will execute. Okay, so this block of code will execute first @before class. So whenever you write a @before class or @before all, first this block of code will execute. Basically, you will write a preconditional code. Now, for our automation test case, the precondition code is so launching the browser, setting all the browser settings, maximizing and adding await commands. All this you can put it in before all. So this will execute only once, first time. So it won't repeat for every test method, something like that. It will execute first time. That too in your JUnit class. Wherever you place in the bottom side, in the middle also, it doesn't matter. It will go and look for this annotation. So any method which is annotated with this annotation, that block of code will execute first. That's the before all. Before all means, see, before all. So before executing any test method in the JUnit class, first before all code will execute for you. Are we good, sir?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Next, @ before or @ before each, both are same. They're renamed. This is the JUnit 5, this is the JUnit 4. See that this annotated method will be executed before every test method. That means this before each, see, before each means before each test method execution, first before each code will execute for you. First before each code will execute for you. So that means this before each code will execute. Then that means this is a common code for all the test methods. That means you are not duplicating the lines of code which has to be executed for every test case. So that you are placing in the before each, which code you want to execute for every test method before, and you write here, and that code will execute for you first. After before all, it will come to before each, that code will execute. Then it will go to @test method. What is @test? Test means it's a test case. @test represents is a test case. It is a test case. So we can write more than one @test annotations in JUnit and TestNG classes, more than one. So because you want to write positive cases, negative cases, all different test cases, each test case you will represent with a @test annotation. @test annotation. So public void test method name. So then only test steps you will write, like clicking, send keys, or getting text, all they were, so selecting the radio button, selecting option from drop down. So all these action related, test related steps, that code you will write here. Your verifications, all comes in the @test method. Clear? So
Yes.
that's the @test. So one more test is there. Okay, so this test executed first before each executed, then first test executed, then cursor will jump to, there is a after, @after each or @after. @after each will execute after each test method. Okay, test method over, it will come cursor into this block. So any tear down activities you want to perform, you perform in this after each. So that means the cycle will rotate before each, test to after each. Again, one more test is there. First cursor will go to automatically, go to this block, execute that block, the precondition code for the test method, and that executes, and it will come to next test method. After this test method is over, then it will go to after each. So that it will rotate all these three, how many test methods you have. First before each, then test method, then after each. Again, one more test is there. Again, controller automatically will pass to before each. Then second test. Then test after each. So after each. So that is the, so all you will, so get it. That's how the execution. So after all this is done, finally, after all will execute. So before all, after all, one pair. Before each, after each, one pair. And @test is a test case representation. So this is the order of execution. First before all, then before each, then first test method, then after each. Again, one more test is there. Again, controller will goes to before each, then second test, after each. If no more test is there, finally, after all will execute. After all will execute. So that is the how you can understand. Basically, before you are writing all the code in the main method, right? Now you are distributing the code among these annotation methods. Which code where to execute, you are organizing in the annotated methods. That's the difference. So the how you have written is same code you will write. The functional flow is same. Only you are organizing your code in the annotated methods. There is no main method now onwards. Only inbuilt runner will be there in the JUnit automatically. If you create a JUnit annotation, JUnit class, the class inside you pick up all these annotations and write your code in the annotated methods inside. But before writing code, you should understand first which block, what code you have to write. So this code, this block, you have to write your primary code. Which code you want to execute first? That piece of code, you put it in this before all. Are we good?
It looks like there is like small differences before each and before class. Can you give example for before class, like what we can put in there, like maximizing window beside maximizing window?
Yes. That you will do one time only, right, sir? Browser opening and maximizing, all you will do only one time, right?
Yeah.
The one-time activities you want to execute only one time, that all the steps that you place in the before all. So before each is a repeatable code, which is repeated for every test. Test before, what code is repeated?
Okay, I think once we implement this,
I'm coming first to understand. I'm coming to the scenario. Okay, scenario first theory. Let it finish the theory. Then we'll go for the exact scenario. Okay. So this is some code. For example, you are writing these some steps here and the same steps here also. Instead of duplicating these steps here and here, those duplicated steps for each test you place in the before each. So these two steps common for the both test cases you want to execute. Both the test case, first you have to execute those two steps. Instead of writing here two steps, same steps here also, what you can do, that common steps, you move it to before each. The first that before each will execute, then it will come to this test. Then you can avoid 2 lines you are saving, right?
Yes.
You want to repeat every test method before you want to execute this code. That put that code in the before each. Then test method after, what you want to do. Any tear down activities or any destroying activities is there. So that you write in the after each. But these are all optional. So before all, before each, after all optional. But at the rate test is mandatory in the JUnit and TestNG classes. So by default, when you create a JUnit class, you will get a at the rate test annotation automatically. You don't need to select also. Okay. So that's the at the rate test. And so the order of execution, at the rate ignore, at the rate disabled is any test method you want to ignore, you don't want to run currently. For example, you have in a JUnit 5 test methods. One of them you don't want to run now. Then you can put at the rate disabled or at the rate ignore. If you're using JUnit 5, you have to use at the rate disabled here. That means you are disabling this test method. That currently that test case won't execute. Okay, that's how to skip the test cases in the JUnit. Either at the rate disabled you have to use, because we are using JUnit 5 only. This is ignore is for a JUnit 4 annotation. How to skip the test case in JUnit means you have to say at the rate ignore or at the rate disabled. Okay, so which order all the annotations will execute? First, before all will execute. Then before each will execute. Then first at the rate test will execute. Then at the rate after each will execute. If one more test is there, again cursor will go to before each. Automatically, you don't need to repeat this before each twice or thrice. One time only you will write these things. The settings, all these are preconditions, setup methods. These are all your configuration methods for your test method. So those code you can automatically execute here, then it will come to second test. Second test after each will execute. If no more test cases, after all will execute. So that is the, so after all, before all, see one time only, before all one time, after all last. After all means like closing the browser. Closing your browser. Any questions?
Sir, for ignore annotation, after we state ignore annotation, the lines
Mhm.
after coming get disabled, correct? Okay, like
Yeah, you have to write it disabled, at the rate disabled.
I mean, disable after whatever we put it there, like annotation.
That annotated method will be disabled completely.
Okay.
The entire at the rate test method is there, right?
Mhm.
That will be disabled completely. It won't execute.
Okay.
Okay. So now let's go and see some of the features. JUnit is an open source framework. You can use without Selenium also. Just add the JUnit, automatically you can use that. So there is no need of any installations for that. Okay. And so it provides annotation to identify the test methods using @test annotation. And it provides assertions for testing expected results. You need to compare, right? Expected and actual values. How you can compare? That JUnit and TestNG provides some assertions. There is an assertions class. That class is giving assert equals, assert true. Those methods you can use that. Okay, so that's the one concept. And so let's see some annotations. What are the annotations? So this is the class, assertions class. This class is available in this package. So you need to remember this package, org.junit.jupyter.api.assertions class, which has all static methods. What are all the static methods? We are using mostly this one, assert equals to, assert true, assert not equals. So assert equals means it compares your expected and actual values. Both are same or not, it will compare and give the result to you. If same, that steps will pass. If not same, this step will fail. So assert not equal means expected and actual value should not be equal. That you want to check that. Then assert not equals you will use. These are all static methods in this class. How to call static methods of one class? Any idea?
Say it again.
How to call one class static methods in another class?
Class name that.
Yeah, right.
Method.
Class name dot static method.
Yes.
So that's it. That is the one you need to use. Same approach you follow here. Assert true means you're expecting to be true. And so you use that. That's assert true means. Assert false. So you're expecting false and the condition should return false also. Then this method will pass. So these are some of the very important ones. And assert null is you're expecting null. You're validating that provided value is null or not, you are checking. So, but mainly you will use these one, not more than that. Okay. So let's go and write the scenarios. First, understand the scenarios. Let me show you the scenario. Okay. First, I'll explain. So you go here, Heroku app. So this is the first launching the browser, everything, put it in the before all. Browser launching, maximizing, adding implicit weight, explicit weight, and opening this URL, keep in before all annotation block. Okay. Then this title, this verification, this heading verification, all you place in the before all. First you have to do this, right? This very basic checkup. Then I'll go here. So where I'm going, there is a form authentication. Okay, this one, form authentication. So this is the one. You're going here. So this one, so you landed in another page, right? How do you know you landed in this page? Either you have to verify this URL or this heading, something you have to verify. You have to show the difference because the title is same in the previous page and this page also. You should not use title.
Yes.
And you have to use either this address bar URL or this heading. Then this text and this some elements you identify that. Okay. So now you see that this so use the username password given already here. So give this and give the password. Click on login. So now what is happened? So it came here and another page it came.
Yes.
So you have to verify this also. This and this message you have to verify and all these elements you verify. Then, so once the verification is done, click on logout. So after logout, what is saying? The message also green color, you have to verify this also. So this assert all these things. You logged out of the secure area. Then do a one test case. That is a one test case, positive test case. So another test case is, so, or I want to go to every time. So if you want to go to every time back, you go back and your HeroGap home page and come back here. But so this one, you can give this negative test case. First, for example, valid username and invalid password. Now what is happening? So this message you have to verify. Then, so username is invalid and password you give correct. This is another test case. What is you are getting? Your username is invalid. So all these verifications we have to do. So how many test cases we have written till now? One positive test case, one negative test case with a valid username and invalid password, and another one invalid username. So this is the combination of different scenarios are different. Each scenario you have to use in the @ test. Okay. What is the first scenario? Valid credential.
Yeah.
So valid credential test. That is a one @ test you write. Second one, @ test. Another test case is
username correct, password wrong.
Username correct, password wrong.
And the third one, password correct, username invalid.
Right. That's it. Like that, you can do many test cases like that, sir. And both are empty. So both are empty also, you will get the same message. So all this, so we need to write. So let's write how to write this. First, now I'll create a new package here. Okay, overall new package I'll create. JUnit programs. Okay. So already I have that code. I'll just take it and so that I'll explain you very clearly. Okay. Otherwise, if not working, I'll just show you how to correct it. Okay. So we can try it here. I have written in the here we have written in the different. This OpenCart is not working, I think. OpenCart is not working. Let me run this. I'll show you. If it is working, I'll run as JUnit, how to say. There was some issue on that day. The login is not working in this website, our website, this one. Oh, okay, now it's working. Super then. I can take up this. Okay, good. So let's take up this one only. Just right. Okay. So let me explain the scenario, sir, for you. Okay, I'll explain the scenario. Go to, you know, our blog, right?
Yes, yes, sir.
This our blog. Forget about. You take up that Heroku app as an exercise. Okay, and this one. Where is that? Our website. Let me take from here. This is our blog. Okay.
Yes.
So what we are doing, this is the home page. Okay, home page. Then home page, you have to, so you verify something here. Okay, verify that I'm doing. I'll help you on that. I'll click on this. Okay, home my account link. Then I need to wait for this visibility of this login. Then I'll click on this. Then I'll go here. Okay, first. So what will happen is I'll enter my username. So maybe invalid I'm doing. So I need to verify this message. This is a one test case. Okay. Then second test case, both empty I'm giving. So another message you will get it here. But I'm going back and coming here. Okay. So that's a easy way. So I'm going back and coming here. That's a before each.
For every test case.
Yeah. So, and then positive test case. Positive test case, enter both. Then it will log in, right? It will log in, perform the login. Okay, this is the login page, my account page. Then you log out. So continue. So this is the third test case. So these are the things I validated here. So let me show you that the code, complete code. So why it is showing is you have to import in your project. There is no JUnit library, right? JUnit library is not there. You have a JRE. That's why you're using Java code. But if you want to use a JUnit annotations and methods, you need to include your JUnit library in this project. How to include? Just mouse over. Can you see here, sir? Add library will be there, but here it is not showing. So what you can do, you can how to add if it is not showing here. So you can go to a project, right click on the project name. So build path, add libraries.
Libraries and then Java, right? Java.
So select the JUnit. Select the JUnit. Click on next. Select the which version you want. There are many versions, right? Select JUnit 5. Okay. Click on finish. See, all these errors are gone. Okay. Now let me tell you, sir. First thing is, this is the class, JUnit class. How to create a JUnit class, that also I need to tell. Right click, new. You can see here, JUnit test case, sir. Here you go and give the JUnit class name. And choose the annotations here, which annotations you want. Okay, these are the before ALU, after ALU, before each, after each. You take these annotations, which annotations you want. Check these check boxes. Not necessary all these, okay? But which one you want, you take it. Okay, that's the how to create a JUnit class. Again, next program, I'll show you that. Here you see that first step in the JUnit and TestNG is you declare WebDriver driver as a global variable. Why you need to declare a global variable is this driver variable you are going to use in many methods.
Yes.
So if you want to use one variable in many methods, you have to declare it globally, right? That's what we are doing here. Even weight also I'm going to use in many methods. That's why I'm declaring weight also global. At that before all, so static void setup before class. What is my, so this is the solution for that Chrome issue, sir. Chrome options, you have to create object for Chrome options. Opt equal to new Chrome options. Opt dot add arguments method. So in this class, this method is there. So you have to pass this hyphen remote allow origins equal to star. Then this option you pass it to new Chrome driver opt. This is the solution, sir. I'm pinging you. Otherwise, you can go and get from our blog also, where you will get from our blog. So if you see here on the labels, everything in the labels you can find out, sir. The solutions and all the, you can see here, Selenium issues and resolution. See, that is the issue. So you're getting the same connection failed exception. So that solution is, this is the one. Okay.
Okay. Before we didn't have any issue with this, Ramesh, like this.
Yeah. No, sir, that keep on changing the versions, right? Issues will come. That issue comes, so the solution they will provide immediately. Okay. That's what we need to be on top of that every time. Okay, issue comes, fine. But what is the solution? The solution is create Chrome options class object. That's what I did now, right? And then write this, add arguments. And even we also didn't get previously, but this one is the solution for that problem. Okay.
About other browsers, do we have
other browsers? You don't need, only Chrome browser this issue.
Okay.
Edge browser, it worked for you, right? Without this code.
I mean, if we can't encounter that problem with the others.
No. You don't have other browsers this issue, sir. Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. So then this is the browser launching. Then maximize the window. Then add an implicit weight. So driver dot manage method dot timeouts method dot implicitly weight of duration dot off seconds. Then wait. So new WebDriver wait driver comma duration dot off millis. So I'm just 30 seconds. I'm waiting. Both. This is the implicit wait line. This is the explicit wait. So open the application URL. Driver.get. So this is the application URL we're opening. So then I'm asserting this home page. I'm asserting the home page. So this is the home page, right? This is your store.
Yes.
Page title. I'm asserting. Otherwise, how do you know this page is loaded after opening? That I'm wait. So after opening, driver.get after immediately I'm calling wait object dot until expected conditions dot title is your store. So assertions dot assert equals, I'm asserting also. So current page title, this is the actual title. And what is your expectation? This is the expected title. If both are same, this slide will pass, sir. Otherwise it will fail.
We should call every time this assert equals, like it depend on the case. So
Depends on the case, right? What, see, two values you want to compare. Then assert equals use.
Okay.
So you want to compare two values, your expected and actual. Actual means from application you will get, sir. Application values you will get with the WebDriver methods only. That point it should be very clear. Always application values you will get using WebDriver methods only. That's why I written WebDriver methods here.
Yes.
That point you need to remember. And then your expected value you will get from requirement document. Or you know what you want to verify. That way, so your expectation you give here. Both will be compared. That's the before all code, sir. Next, before each. So before each, what I am doing, every time I'm going to click on this, I'll log in. I'm landing in this page. This is my before each code. I have to repeat this for every test method.
Yes.
Every test method before, this is what I need to do. So that code I am doing. So click on my account menu. This is the one. So identifiers are this one. Identify. So you right click and you can get the copy XPath. You can take copy XPath. That's what I did here. Okay. The same thing here. See, I got the same thing, right? The same thing you got here also. So you can use the Chrome browser object identification. Otherwise, I given the other tools, right?
Yes.
So TruePath and those things also you can use. That's the first time clicking on the my account menu, driver.find element XPath. Then if I click this one only, but I need to wait for the visibility of this login element, right?
Yes.
So I'm waiting for the visibility of this login element. So I'm going to wait. That's what I have written. Wait dot until expected conditions dot visibility of element located by this XPath. So that XPath is this the one. Okay. This is the one you have to use. So right click. You can write. So write this one. Yeah, correct only. Say 2 ULs are there that I was suspecting here 2 ULs. That's why I'm just checking, but this is correct. Okay. That. Then I will click on that. So once I waited, then I'm clicking on the same login link. So same login link I'm clicking on. So once you click, once you click on that, see the page title is changing. Can you observe? Account login. So before your store, right? Now it is account login. Go and wait for that. So wait until expected conditions dot title contains account login. Then add the assertions. Assertions dot assert equals this one. And then account login. So you can see that this also I'm using it. Then you can use one more also, assert true also. How to use assert true? Let me show you. Assertions dot. Either one you can use, sir, not necessary both. Okay. But I'm showing both. Assert true, driver dot get title contains account login. If this is not true, this will fail. But if failed, what message you want to show? This is the message. You write the message also. Account login page is not loaded. So that you can understand, right? In the logs, this message will be printed to you. So why this is failing? You want to know the reason. The reason is you're placing here. Or something different. The title is not matching. So this message will. But suppose sometimes you will get a page not found also, right? This title. This will give you page not found. But you are looking for this title. If both are not matching, you will get this false, right? You will get false. So you are expecting true, but this is giving false. That means both are true and false. What you will return? False. False means this will fail. Then this message will print for you. Clear? The difference between this one and this one?
It is like if-else statement, sort of like.
Right. Exactly. So this is the here you will pass the Boolean value here. But here you are passing two values for comparison. That's assert equals and assert true difference. Then you can wait for I am waiting for this URL also. This URL also I'm waiting for this. That I have written here. Wait dot until expected conditions dot URL contains root account login. So that's one address bar URL, how you can wait for the returning customer heading. This heading. So I'm all putting verifications, sir. What are all verifications? I'm strongly asserting this page is loaded or not. How? One is a page title, or otherwise another one is you can use a address bar URL, some difference. And then heading also I'm verifying. So that heading also I'm waiting for the heading. So what is the command I'm using? Wait dot until expected conditions. Presence of element located by dot CSS selector. So I'm writing a CSS selector for this. So either this one. Copy selector. that selector only, this is giving all this one. Okay, this is the relative CSS selectors are this one.
Okay.
Then you get the text of that. So you get the text of this text, you get it. So how can you get the text of any element? So string element text variable equal to element dot
Get
get.
text.
That's it. That element dot get text method. Then assert dot assert equals this actual title, actual heading, and what is your value you want to compare. So that I'm passing both. This is the before each. So before each test method, this code has to execute. That's what I'm saying. Okay. What is the first test method? First test method is test valid credentials. Test valid credentials. So valid credential means, see, I have written one reusable method, do login. So do login, one normal Java method I created. That's why I'm telling Java methods are important, sir. So in the same class, I'm writing a private method. This is not useful for other. That's why I'm making private void do login string email, comma string password, 2 parameters. That means for this method, I have to pass email password as a arguments wherever I am calling this method. So first identify the email edit box. That means this one. So you take it. So you have a name, you have ID. So I have taken ID, I think. I have taken ID. So this is not a dynamic. It's a constant. That's why I have taken this. Then first I'm clearing that. See, I'm calling all the methods again, sir. Locators also I'm using all the ID. Then first method is I'm calling clear. Clear the content in the edit box. Then type the value. How you can type element dot send keys of this parameter, you have to pass it here. Okay. Same for password also. Password I have used name locator. And first clear the content in the password edit box and then type the password value. Then click on login button. This is the one test case. So this is the one. Okay. So this is not one test, it's just a reusable method for all the other test methods also. And that I called here, sir. So I can reduce the code, right? So that many lines of code I can reduce. That's what I did. After login, so if you log in, see, if you log in, what is happening? See, page title now it will change. What is the page title now?
My account.
My account. And account, this URL also changing, and also this heading. So all these verifications I am putting here again. So that's what, see that. Wait dot until expected conditions. Title is my account. Assertions dot assert equals. See, wait command I am putting in. Why I am putting wait commands? Because you are clicking login button, you are navigating from other page to this page. Right?
Yes.
So that whenever you are navigating, always place the wait commands. Wait command of next page, not previous page, next page. This is the next page title. So this is do login action after. Okay, I'm waiting for this next page title. I'm asserting that. So once wait and then assert it. So full control you are bringing. So 100% verification you are doing. Then wait for the URL contains. See, expected conditions that URL contains. Then so log out from the application. If you want to log out, what you need to do again, you need to click on my account. Then click on log out. First you click, then wait for the visibility of this logout. Then click it. Directly don't click. Okay.
Yes.
This is the hidden, right? When you open after, it will take some time. That time you wait for the visibility of this element.
Yes, it is not present. So we need to look at the visibility.
Yeah, then you click it. That's what every action before you wait. Let's see, every action after, before I am doing the wait. That is what you need to catch it here. See that I'm clicking on the my account. Then I'm waiting. Wait until expected condition start. Visibility of element located. Logout. Then click on logout. So if you click on logout, what is happening? See that. Page will change. Account logout to title. I'm waiting. Wait dot until expected condition start. Title is account logout. Step by step, I'm going, sir. I'm not jumping also. If you jump, automation won't work. Step by step. That's why steps you have to note down. What actions you have to keenful observation, keenful remembering the steps what you are doing manually. Same you replicate in the automation code. The actions. See, I clicked and then I'm verifying. I'm asserting that also. Then I'm waiting for the logout URL also. All this different, not necessarily this many, but I want to cover many scenarios. That's why I'm showing it here. Okay. Either you can use a title, either you can use this URL verification, or you can do that heading also. See this heading also. So many I'm showing, but one you keep it in your automation. But better to keep all of them. Then click on continue button. You have to click on this continue button. So see, when you click on continue button, the page title will change again. So now it came to home page again. So that I'm putting the verification again. This is the one test case, sir. One positive test case.
One question for assertions, static methods, assert equals. Can we do this for the URL like this?
Yeah. Yes. No, you have to give assert equals means you have to give both the actual and expected. You can get right. You can get with the driver dot get current URL method, and then you give the your expected value here.
Okay.
You can do that also. Anything, sir. It doesn't matter. Only not text or not values. Anything.
Yeah, I just want to hear the implementation. Okay.
Yeah, you have a WebDriver method to get that value from the web page. Then you, of course you can use.
Okay.
That's a first valid test case, sir. Okay. You have to use this test keyword. Make sure, okay, in the method name. Mandatory, either before or front, last here also. It's up to you. And must be annotated with a @test. This is the test case, sir, actual. See, there is no configurations here. All your test steps only here. That's the meaning of @test means. Next, @test. Test empty credentials. See that I'm not giving any values. Do login method I'm calling. I'm not giving any values. Then verify the error message. See that this is another method I have written. So wait dot until expected conditions, visibility of element located. So this is the one, sir. Click login. So empty, right? Click on this. You're getting, this is the one we are getting. So this class div dot alert danger. So this I am writing here. See that tag name dot class value. That's a CSS selector formula. I have used that. Then getting that error message. I'm getting this error message. So then I am asserting assert true. This error message dot contains. I'm taking partial. What is the partial? This one only. This one only I'm taking. I'm giving that. That's it. It's enough. So this is one simple method I have written. For all the negative test cases, you can call this method. Instead of writing these three statements repeatedly, and you can call only one line, right? You're saving.
Yeah.
That's the reusable methods you have to create in the same class or some reusable classes. Then I'm calling that method. That's another test method. The next test invalid password, correct email. So do login. So correct email, invalid password. Then verify the error message. So this is the one, and after each, I'm just cleaning the cookies, sir. Every test method after, clear the cookies. In the after all, you're closing the browser. That's it, sir. The order will be first before all, before each will execute. But this before each will repeat every test method before. The same code will execute. Whatever you write here, the same code will repeat. And first this will execute, then it will come to test. Then it will go to where? After each. Again, one more test. First, this before all, before each after, second test, after each. Then again, this one is the red, this test before, first it will go to this block. It will execute here, and then next test method. This test will execute. Then after each will execute. Then finally no more test. After all, finally will execute. This is the order of execution. Okay. Now let's go and run this. How to run this test case? Right click on this. Run as JUnit test. Observe that Java program running is different. JUnit program running is different. You have to run as a JUnit test, sir. Okay, it failed. Failed running. So you can see the result here. Oh, it passed. So very, very fast. But you have to be very, you give some time to observe that, sir. Okay. So very, very fast. If you want to observe them, you give wait time. So that's the one thing. Okay. Any questions?
So to observe, Ramesh, like what I read about thread slip is like sometimes in some case, like to see the result. It is case, right? Putting
for your visibility, use thread.slip, sir. No problem. Okay.
Okay.
So, but in the real time, you should not. We don't need, right? We are going to run in the silent mode. Silent mode, how to run? I'll show you that. Okay. Silent mode means browser won't open.
Okay.
Okay. So until what time you will be available?
I am available 2 more hours, sir.
2 more hours?
Yes, we can take a break like 5-10 minutes and then
you will take a break and come back. Okay. We will meet at 7:40.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
Okay, sir. Now we'll do the alerts program. So if you see this, we have a alerts. So Heroku app you take, okay? So Heroku app you take. So here you have proper scenario. So then you can find here, there is a bottom side. We have a JavaScript alerts. Can you see this link? Click on this link. Then you will find this 3 buttons. Till buttons are web elements only. Okay, web elements you can identify and you can do the normal click action only. Okay, no issues in that. But JavaScript alerts are designed by JavaScript code. Okay, JavaScript code. So why you need to handle them is when there is a JavaScript dialog window in the web pages, it won't allow you to do action any element. You cannot perform the action on the elements if the alert dialog box is present.
Yes.
In order to overcome that, we need to handle that. First, you have to close it or something. You have to accept that. Something you have to do that, right? In order to perform that actions, we have a alert concept. Alert alt equal to driver dot switch to method dot alert method is there. So that will go and you will use the accept method and dismiss methods to accept the alert dialog. You will call the accept method. So if you want to dismiss, you will use a dismiss method, right? These are the 2 methods. And first, these are the three types of alerts we have. Click for JS alert. This is the simple alert dialog.
Yes.
Simple alert dialog window. It has only one message, one OK button. But this OK button and these things doesn't have a code in the HTML. And also see, you cannot perform any action. It won't perform, it won't allow you to do action in the web page. See, I'm clicking here and there, but nothing allowing. Until unless you handle this window, you cannot do anything. For simple, for getting the text, you will use a get text method, okay? For handling this OK button, you call the accept method. Okay, that's the one thing. And another one is, okay, this is one test case we'll write, and I have to verify. You successfully clicked on alert. I have to write a simple method, verify alert message. Okay, one method I'll write. I'll wait for this and I'll get this and I'll accept it. Okay, that's the verification. So I'm keeping for everything. Then click for JS confirm. So this is one time. So for clicking OK button, you have to use the accept method. That is closed and verify this message. Again, one more time you click. Why you need to click one more time? To handle the next path. Cancel path. This is the one path, sir. Code will go this when you click on OK, another code will execute. If you click on cancel, another code will execute. Both you have to test, right? That's what you click to cancel. So, and both I have to verify that. Then like same prompt. So prompt you can type, right? You can type with using send keys method. Then click OK. See the message. You entered Selenium. Again, click this. You enter something. Click cancel. Now what is happening? It didn't type. Right? Cancel, if you click, it won't type. So these are the alerts. Three different methods I have written for this. This for one test method. For this another test method. For this another test method. Okay, three test methods. So, but do we need a before each here? Not required, right? Before all, three test methods, after all is enough. You got my point?
No, we don't need it.
So before each, we don't need it because it's not repeating, right? So no need, any repetition code is not there. That's why you don't need that. So I'm going to place this in the three test methods. Let me show you that. Okay. Okay, sir. See this. First step, you know already. First step,
Global
variables. Okay. Then before all, I'm launching the browser. So we need to add this code. So whatever the Chrome code we have added here, same code we have to add this code. Otherwise it won't work. Okay. So you are, if you want, I'll ping you here in the chat. Okay. If you do finding difficulty to, yeah, this one. Okay. You use that, copy paste in your Eclipse. And this is a browser launching, maximize the window, add implicit wait. See, we're using a duration dot of seconds. Okay. And explicit wait, open the Heroku app website URL. Okay. Do you have this Heroku app website URL?
Yes, sir. Yes.
You have? Okay, fine then. So wait data.
Sir, can you paste in the chat?
Even in our blog, it is there for every scenario. It is, I already mentioned. Everything available in our blog, madam. You have to follow certain thing. That's it. Wait dot until expected conditions dot title is the internet. So I'm asserting that also. Then I'm waiting for the page heading also, and then clicking on the JavaScript alerts link. So you click on this. Once you clicked on that, you will land in this page, right? You're landing in this page. Then I am verifying this URL and this heading I am verifying. See that? How I am verifying that. So wait dot until expected conditions dot URL contains / JavaScript alerts. Then wait for the JavaScript alerts. Wait dot until expected conditions dot presence of element located. So H3 contains dot JavaScript alerts. So getting the header text and asserting that. This is the actual value. This is my expected value. This is all I kept in the before all. Then after all, I just written a small code. If driver is not null, so you quit that driver. So at the rate test. So test simple alert. Test simple alert first method. Okay. So simple alert. So what we are doing, you are clicking on this link, this element. So identify whatever the way you want, identify that. Okay. Identify and perform the click action. So once you got the alert, then what I'm doing, switch to alert. What is the code? Alert reference variable equal to driver dot switch to method dot alert. Already covered this topic.
Yes.
And so I'm getting the text of that alert. Alt dot get text. So click alert OK button. So how to click OK button? This alert reference variable dot accept method. And then I'm verifying the alert message. See, verify alert message. One method I have written. What is that first? I told you already clearly, right? Wait first for that.
Yes.
So this one has a, see this locator is there. There is a locator for that. Can you see here? PID
Yes.
result.
Yes, ID.
So this I have used here. So waiting for the visibility of that element, then getting the output, that our get text method I'm using. I'm getting the text. What text? This text. This entire text I'm getting. So that I am passing as a one argument. What is the response text? So each method it will vary, right? Each method it will vary.
Yes.
That's why I'm just parameterizing that.
Mhm.
So output,
Insert
then
it.
this parameter. So what this is the actual, and what is your expectation? So both I'm comparing here in this test methods. That's what I did. Verify response, same class, right? How we call same class non-static method? This is non-static and this is also non-static. So you can call directly the method name. No need of any object creation. Same class, non-static methods you can call in another non-static method directly. So you successfully clicked on alert. This is my message. So same message is there or not, you check and asking. That's a one simple test case.
Okay.
Then second test case. Test confirm alert. Confirm dialog box I'm checking. First, you click on the JS confirm button. Then switch to alert. Alert CNF equal to driver dot switch to method dot alert method. Then system dot out dot println. I'm just getting the text of that confirmation dialog box. Then click on alert OK button. Conf dot accept method. This reference variable dot accept method. Then verify the alert response. You clicked OK. Then again I want to test cancel scenario, right? Again I'm clicking one more time this button.
Yes.
To see this cancel one. To see that cancel, I'm so clicking one more time. Then, so this message I need to verify. That is what I'm doing here. So again, I need to switch. Once you click on that, you need to switch again. Alert conf1 equal to driver dot switch to dot alert. Then conf1 dot dismiss. Verify alert response. You clicked cancel. Okay. Are we good?
Yes.
Any Yeah. So then third test case. At the rate test, void test prompt alert. Test prompt alert. You test the prompt alert. So
This
prompt.
time Okay, this time we're gonna type into the alert
Yes.
box.
Yes. See that. You click on the prompt button first. Once you click on prompt button, you are getting a dialog, right? Alert dialog. Then switch alert prompt equal to driver dot switch to method dot alert. This code is same, but the variable I am changing to understand properly. Okay. Then so get the text. Then I'm typing prompt dot send keys. First I'm typing WebDriver. Then click on alert OK button. Prompt dot accept method. So verify alert response. So you entered WebDriver. You entered WebDriver. So again click on one more time because it will close, right? Again click on one more time. That click for JS confirmation button. Then switch to alert. Alert prompt one equal to driver dot switch to method dot alert method. So prompt one dot send keys Selenium, but I'm dismissing this time. Then you enter null, you will get it. So this is the how step by step, sir. Step by step, you write all the code, then that will be easy for you to figure it out. Okay. And you can practice any websites where the alerts are there. Okay, not only this website, but anywhere you, even in the ready for sign in page also you have, but only one you have, but this is the only website you have all three. Okay, so that's why I took this bit. The important is you should get the scenario. So that website should have a scenario, then you can handle them. So you can write the code like this. So let's run this. See that. Now you will get a report like this. 3 runs, 3 passed, no errors, 0 failures. If failures comes, it will show in this failure trace.
Okay.
Got it? This failure trace it will show. So this is the one how to handle alert system. Okay. So any questions, Josh?
No, sir, because before we were, you, like you said, you covered this like 2-3 weeks ago.
The theory we covered, but we are today is the practicals.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
And okay. So the next scenario is frames, how to handle frames.
Yes.
I need to cover frames also, right? So go here only. Here you have a frames, sir. You can see here frames. Okay. Click on frames. Then you verify this something. Okay. Here, this URL or this heading. Then go to nested frames. You can observe here, sir. This is the top frame and this is the bottom frame. 2 frames we have. So if you inspect, you can see there is a frame tag. Frame set. Top frame, and this is the bottom frame. So bottom frame also one more. So this is the 2 frames so you have, sir. Here you can see that frame set, first frame tag is there, right? Can you see frame tag?
Yes, sir.
And there is a name locator they have provided, frame top.
Yes.
But frame top inside again you have a 3 more frames, sir. Again left frame, middle frame, right frame. This top frame, you have again another 3 frames. But in the bottom frame, you don't have, you have only one. But first, when you land in this space, you have a 2 frames. One is a top frame, second one is a bottom frame. But the top frame again nested into another 3 frames. So can you expand this top frame tag? If you see here, one more frame set is there.
Yes.
This frame set inside, you have another, see, 3 frames. Frame left to frame middle, frame right. Only frame, every frame has again HTML DOM. Okay, every frame is a HTML DOM it has. So in the body, you have a div tag, div ID, content. This text is there. This text you can get, but there is no text. Okay, only this middle frame they added. You have to switch to middle frame and get this text. That's our test case. How can you get it? Okay, so you need to understand, sir. First, get the number of frames. Okay, first you will understand. Okay, number of frames. How can you get? You have to use a find elements method and a tag name frame tag. So list web element frame list equal to driver dot find elements by dot tag name frame tag. So on the top, you will get 2 only, 1, 2. You will get a list of 2. So you will get a 2 frames. Are you getting Josh?
Yes, yes.
So you will get a 2 frames in the list. Okay. Then switch to the top frame first. Switch to the top frame. Anything you want to go first to top frame, you have to switch. Then top frame inside, you have another frame. So another frame set is there again. And which frame you want to go, you decide it. I want to go to middle frame. So I'll switch to again another switch command you have to write here also. Driver dot switch to method dot frame method of this locator I'm going to do. These are normal frames, sir. This is not iframe. Okay, normal frame is different, iframe is different. Normal frame has a frame tag. Okay, iframe has a iframe tag. I'll show you iframe also. I'll show you. Don't worry. Okay, both I'll show you.
Okay.
So that is the main concept of here, how to handle frames. So this is the nested frames we call them. Nested frames means frame inside another frame. That's a nested, right? Nested frame is one frame inside another frames are there. That's a nested. Are you getting point?
Yes, yes, yes.
So if you want to handle nested frames, first you switch to top frame, then you switch to inner frame. So like this, 2 times you have to write a driver dot switch to method dot frame of frame locator. Again, you write driver dot switch to method dot frame of frame locator. But I have written some reusable methods. You can follow that also our blog. So in our blog, I have created reusable methods. I have created a reusable methods. You can use that reusable methods also. So what are those reusable methods? I'll show you that. But say same driver dot switch to method dot frame method only I have used it there. But reusable methods we created. I'll show you that. Okay. So let's go and draft this code. Okay, this entire code. Okay, how to do that? All this. So let me show you the code. First, you understand the scenario, right? You got it, the scenario, or any doubts on that?
No, I got it, sir. I got the scenario. Yes. Okay.
So that how to code it. Let's see that. Again, here also I'm taking a before all, after all, one @test only. One @test. You don't need multiple @test because it's only one scenario. There are no multiple scenarios here. That is the reason. So launch the browser, maximize the window, add implicit wait, and create a WebDriver wait object. Open the application URL. Then wait for the page title and assert it and click on the frames link. So driver.find element by dot link text frames dot click. So wait dot until expected conditions. URL contains. So I'm just next page URL. I'm verifying, getting the header text and assert equals header text to this one. So that text I'm so validating, and click on the nested frames link. Then directly will land in the nested frames test case. So then what we are doing, we are waiting for the nested frames URL. So this is the nested frames URL. So if you want, you can see there. See that this URL I validated. I'm waiting first. Then you can, if you want, assert also. No issues in that. But first, after landing in this page, first I'm fetching all the frame list. List web element frame list equal to driver.find elements by dot tag name frame. So that means these two you are getting that. These two. Top one. These two.
Yes.
So that one. Then what I am doing after getting, I am switching to the top frame. Driver dot switch to method dot frame of 0. Frame of 0 means you can pass for a frame method either integer value or either integer value or a locator or a web element, right? Any one you can pass. So I'm passing the 0. 0 means first one, right? This frame. This is the first frame. So after this, again fetch number of frames inside that nested frame. So again what I'm doing, list web element nested frame list equal to driver dot find elements by dot tag name frame. And that means this top frame inside, how many child frames are there? I'm getting that.
3.
That I'm printing. So no issues in that. Then I'm switching to first left frame. First I'm switching to, somebody asked switch to first left frame, then you go to here. Okay. That's why I switched first to left frame. And after switching to left frame, if you want to go to next another frame, first you have to switch back to original frame, original place. That means this previous, the previous position. So that how can you go back to previous position? Driver dot switch to method dot default content method you have to write. It will go completely top. Again you have to write, again you have to switch to top frame, then switch to middle frame. That's the how you have to write multiple times. Instead of this writing, you can call the method. So one methods are there. You can follow here our methods topics. This handling them. I have written a reusable methods. You can take them. That methods you can keep in your one of the class, and you can call that handling the alerts, handling frames. See that all reusable methods I have written here. Switch to frame with the ID. You don't need to write all this code, just a method you call. Okay. Then switch to frame locator, string value. Switch to frame using web element. So then you have a switch to parent child. This one is useful now for there. Okay, when there is a nested frames. Parent frame you give and child frame. Automatically it will switch. Clear? How to switch to nested frames is this method you can use directly. Or you have to write separately like this. First they switch to parent, then switch to child frame. So 2 lines, right? And you can avoid 2 lines with this single method. So anyone, it's up to you. I'm just giving all the options.
Ramesh, is it sufficient like just calling a frame driver switch to frame of 0? Is
Generally, it's not proper, correct
you should always
process.
call default content, right? Switch to
You have to write all this. But best option is this one. You have to use try catch blocks, all this, so that you can track it easily. Okay. So you're asking any other question other
Yeah,
than that?
my question is, you wrote we have 2 lines of code. One is default content, calling the default content method. One frame 0. This both necessary or just option?
No, sir. First, what I did, I went to this left frame.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now I want to go to middle frame. My main objective is middle frame. I want to go.
Yes.
But from left frame to middle frame, you cannot go directly. What you need to do, you have to go to previous position completely, top. That is default content is doing that.
Okay.
Then again, I'm starting from first left frame, first top frame I'm switching. Then middle frame I'm switching.
Yeah, that's what I confused. Frame 0 and default content, I think.
Default content, you're in the frame left, sir. Here, you're here now.
Okay.
From here again, default content will take you back, original position, completely top. Now you are not switching to any frame. You are not in the any frame completely.
Okay.
This default content will take you normal position.
Okay.
Now
And
you switch to top frame.
Okay, got it. Okay, yeah, got
To
it.
come to this frame, you switch to top frame first. Then you switch to middle frame.
Okay, it is clear now. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the this code. I'm saying instead of writing these 2 lines, you can call this method. This method.
Okay.
Parent frame, child frame, both you provide. So all reusable methods available. Even switch to default also you have here. We're calling the method straightforward methods. These methods also you can use, sir. Any one is fine. Either this is also correct, but best approach is this one. Try catch blocks we need to handle so that meaningful messages you will get it. Okay. That's the how to handle the frames. And I switch to middle frame. Then I'm getting the text. So driver dot find by dot id get text. So assertions dot assert equals this text middle. So switch back to a normal position. Driver dot switch to method dot default content method. Default content, what it will do again, it will take back to original position. From middle frame to you are going back. So that's the how to handle the frames. Okay, so that's it. Run these programs. So it's very, very fast. So writing the code is very challenging, but
yeah,
once you run, that's very, very fast. That's why this has a very demanding tool in the market. But still, there are other tools also, but this is one of the famous tools. Okay. Now, with this, you just practice, sir. Okay, you go and do this. Okay, again, let me take you here. You go to iframe, sir. Same, you do first you do this program. Okay, do this program. Then you do this iframe. So what is iframe? You come here. You type here. Okay, you type here. You clear. Then you type here something. But directly you cannot type it here, sir. What you need to do? This is the iframe. First, you have to switch to iframe. Can you see here? Iframe type.
yes.
First, you have to switch to this iframe. Then you can do action. Or you get this text, whatever it is. It's up to you what you want to. Okay. But that's a procedure.
Okay.
You want to type or you want to what action you want to do, you take a decision. So this is the how internal frames, not iframes. Iframes is first you have to identify this element. Okay. this iframe element. Anyhow, I'm going to show in some other programs. We are going to handle the pop-ups, right? Pop-ups also there.
Yes.
Handling the pop-ups, handling the multiple tabs. I'll show you that. There I will cover this, okay?
Cool.
There I will cover. Okay. Now, let's go and see now. That's all, TestNG, we don't need to spend much time. So just practice few programs, that's enough, okay? Mostly we'll use in the real time either JUnit or TestNG, but TestNG is the very important one.
Okay.
I'll explain the TestNG framework. Then we can write some programs and there also we can see that. Now, let's see here, what is a TestNG? So TestNG is you can find all this, or you can find here. Can you see here? TestNG framework. You click on this. You can get it here. This is the TestNG framework. And this TestNG framework, can we break this video? Otherwise, it's easy for you. How you want.
What do you mean by